Received a public notice from Dr. Namulundu. In fact, it was at 2:18 minutes. That is just a few minutes ago. It's not even an hour ago. Notifying the public that the declaration of results for Narok governor seat will be declared today in Nairobi without having given us prior warning about this development. He's citing insecurity, which is false. And this is the second time he's transferring the tallying centers without first gazetting them. First, he started in Kilgoris, where they suspended the activities taking place and indicating that we are to resume tallying on Tuesday. That is the day after tomorrow. There is a systematic and a concerted effort to ensure that the person that the Narok people elected as their governor is not realized. It's a deliberate and deep-rooted rigging process that started with the POs, where they actually denied me my votes by swapping my votes, which were more by over 40,000, and giving them to my opponent, Mr. Ntutu of UDA, giving me his votes, which are much less, and in many instances, adding votes that do not exist. I know in one station, polling station in Arabarikoi, which had less than 70 votes, they gave him 300 votes, which are non-existent. In more than 300 polling stations, Ntutu was given my results. As we are talking now, the tallying for Kilgoris constituency has not been completed. It was supposed to resume on Tuesday. If there is any tallying done, it was done in my absence and the absence of my agents. My opponent has been insisting that the certificate is ready and he must pick it, and even went to the press today to give IBC an ultimatum. Credible information reaching me yesterday was that Mr. Chebukati had given firm instructions that my opponent, despite the fact that he knows he never won the election, be given the certificate so that these issues can be resolved in court. I also know that there is an officer there by the name of Moses Sunkuli, who is hell-bent to ensure that I'm not governor of Narok. And they're in cahoots with Kijape, in cahoots with Ntutu, in cahoots with the outgoing governor, Mr. Tunai, to ensure that I do not become governor of Narok, despite the fact that I was elected as the governor for Narok from 2022 going forward, which was done by the Maasai people. I know very well there is a concerted effort to ensure that the Maasais are sidelined in their own county, that the Maasai are denied the leaders that they want or will defend them. And this has happened all across the board. There is a lot of rigging. There was a situation whereby IBC officers, POs were the ones who are actually selecting who will be governor by disregarding the votes that were given by the electorate. That's the people of Narok County. I have replied to Namulungu via a message or WhatsApp message that I reject and I oppose that move. It's illegal. None of those BOMAS of Kenya is not the Narok County Tallying Center. Whatever he's doing is illegal. And even if he pronounced the results, he'll be carrying out an illegality and he must be charged accordingly. For him to declare results before the whole sub-county results are tallied and declared by the constituency returning officer is an illegality and a clear pointer of the rot that is in IBC. Honorable Raila's votes were equally interfered with. I am personally sure, and I was involved. And Honorable Raila was given 90% of the Narok votes. So it is illegal. The move that the IBC is making is illegal. And if this is what is going on all over the country, then there are elections done or there are rigged elections. That should not stand. And we are waiting to see how the performance of the elections will be, especially the president's results. And I can assure the Kenyan people that there was not justice, there was terrible rigging of the elections in Kenya. I think this is the worst election ever experienced in Kenya, carried out by UDA. And no other party has ever done this kind of evil manipulation of the electoral process in any country in the world. And I think IBC should come out clearly and assure Kenyans that they'll rectify these evil mechanizations to deny the people of Kenya the leaders that they deserve and the leaders that they've elected. Thank you. That we support the County Commissioner of Narok. What he said is the truth, and we stand with what he has said. You cannot force yourself on people when they've not elected you. My opponent, Mr. Ntutu, is trying to force himself into the leadership of the Maasai or the Narok people without their consent. It should not be allowed. He's even giving IBC an ultimatum to give him a certificate, or a certificate which he claims is within 1 hour. And it appears like that is what Namulungu is heading. He's doing exactly that, which means, as we were afraid of yesterday, it's true that he was intending to give the certificate even yesterday before the tallying was done. We are ahead, and we know that, despite all those irregularities, and I'm sure they've intentionally reduced our results so that we do not win this election, yet we are the winners as per the wish of the people of Narok. So I think what's happening in Narok is very dangerous, and IBC, and especially the chairman, should realize that Narok is more important than any candidate and more important than himself. He's trying to ban the country. I'm actually appealing to the people of Narok to be calm. We shall use all the legal means to assert our rights and to reclaim our rights. And we shall ensure that their work to elect their own leaders will not go down the drain. They will not vote in vain. That one I can assure them, and we shall be there. And we are going to advise them on the next move that we will make. We are going to let them know. The government is not. I believe they are on the side of my opponent, because why would any person, any sane person, allow such malpractice in the electoral process be carried out? People are in the police cells for manipulating the results, both for my seat and for that of the president, and that's proof enough that a lot of evil things were done. In fact, those people admitted that they were paid or coerced to give out my results or my votes to my opponent. That he should know that he's not the bona fide governor-elect for Narok County. He's not. Even if IBC uses all those evil mechanizations to rig him in, he knows it deep in his heart that he's not the governor-elect for Narok. Because no, the people of Narok made their decision that one of the things that he did was elect me, and not him. He was not at any way an option. In any way at all, he was not an option. So he knows that very well. And even if he's illegally declared as the winner, I can assure him that we will never recognize them such, and will ensure that he does not benefit from the criminal activities of those who are actually sabotaging the will and the wish of the people of Narok.
Olakira TV, Ewangan Olusholema.